Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice radio. So today, we're back, looking at post-rotation. Several of you have said, Wassy, we want some post-rotation videos. Well, I'm bringing you a few decks, I'm bringing you a few discussion points. Today, we're talking Enhanced Hammer, and how post-rotation, Enhanced Hammer becomes busted. That's right. I said it. Now, the lovely ADVGYM over on Twitter did give me a heads up about this, but this is a video I've been meaning to make for a while. I've just been waiting for an appropriate time to make it. Today is that time. Now, there are a couple of big changes that are happening in terms of why we should be playing this. Number one, we're getting Macargo in Celestial Storm. Nay, we've just got it. And that is going to make Enhanced Hammer easier to find when we need it. We'll talk about that properly in a minute. But the other big thing is, at the moment, there are two ways to recover special energy cards from your discard pile. You see, Enhanced Hammer is an item card, and it just discards a special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Well, at the moment, we got two ways to get them back. You got Special Charge, which takes 2 special energy and shuffles them back into your deck. And you've got Puzzle of Time, where if you play 2 at the same time, you can take any 2 cards from your discard pile and put them into your hand. Job's a good one. The thing is, they're both rotating, and Puzzle of Time is actually being banned in the expanded format, which means there is no way to recover special energy. Now, some individual decks have their own individual ways. Again, we'll have a chat about that in a minute. But in terms of just general ways to recover, no. There is no general way to get special energy back. So Enhanced Hammer is clearly the best way to get rid of it. It's an item card that you can just play down whenever. Great. And they're not going to be able to recover it. Great. But then again, is it actually such a big deal? A card that gets rid of special energy is not that busted if people aren't playing special energy. Now, we are losing some with the rotation. Really, the only notable one we're losing is Strong Energy. That is a huge card. It's huge in Buzzwole decks. It was big in Landorus decks before that rotated out, nay, got supplanted by Buzzwole. It's good with Lycanroc. Generally speaking, right, it's great with fighting Pokemon. It means your fighting Pokemon do an extra 20 damage. It's a great card. But other than that, we're not really losing many special energy. Now, don't get me wrong, we're losing special energy. But, I mean, once we get rid of Strong Energy, the next most notable one we're losing is probably Splash Energy. Now, Splash Energy saw playing Greninja decks, and it's something to consider in any water deck. It means that when it's attached to a water Pokemon and they get KO'd, great, you get all of the Pokemon back into your hand. But it didn't see really any play outside Greninja, and even in Greninja, some decks, yes, but I saw people playing it without Splash Energy. We're losing Wonder Energy, which is good because it means that your fairy Pokemon to which it is attached cannot be affected by any effects of an attack other than damage. But then again, although it's not exclusively that, one of the biggest reasons to play this would be special conditions, although it does block more than that. But we got Comfy for that. It's really just Strong Energy we're losing. So what are we keeping? The way I see it, we've got 4 special energy cards that post-rotation are likely to see a lot of play. Now, something like Rainbow is good and comes around here or there, but at the moment, in the format we're in and the format into which we're moving, I don't expect many people to be playing this. That doesn't mean we won't be. That just means I don't expect many people to be playing it. So what do we end up having? Well, Double Colorless Energy clearly is the big boy here. Double Colorless Energy is the energy card which is going to be used more than anything else. It's an absolute staple in Zoroark. People are talking about playing cards like Dedenne or Sylveon EX in order to counter Rayquaza, although Sylveon EX will be rotating. And actually, they require double colorless energy as well. Or you could even be looking at something like Lugia. Maybe that sees a bit of play post-rotation. Well, that's going to need it. That's not going to have it. I mean, double colorless energy is one of those cards that just makes so many things better. That's not to say every deck uses it, but an awful lot are going to. Then we got Beast Energy. Beast Energy is basically required in every deck that plays Ultra Beast. It's like a Rainbow Energy and a Choice Band all in one, except it's better than Rainbow Energy because you don't take a damage counter, and it's better than Choice Band because you can hit non-GXs with it. Any energy does 30 extra damage, only attached to an Ultra Beast. So clearly Boswell decks are going to love it, and clearly Duskmane Necrozma decks are going to love it, and clearly Ultra Necrozma decks are going to love it, and let's just say any deck that is playing any Ultra Beast is going to want to tech this in because it's so useful. Brilliant. But it's a Prism Star card. You can only put one of these in your deck, so yay! But that's it. It's just one. That's all you get, ladies and gentlemen. You get Beast Energy, and then that's it. As soon as it's gone, it's gone. So when that gets discarded, it goes to the Lost Zone. Now, in most decks, that's not much of a difference at the moment, because as we've seen, you can't really recover them from the discard, but that's not the point. They are going, and that's what's crucial here. Now, the other Prism Star energy is Super Boost Energy, and this is a weird one. It's not really seen very much play. If you're playing a Stage 2 deck, a proper Stage 2 deck like Gardevoir, not something like Vikavolt Tapu Bulu, where it's basically a basic attacker with a Stage 2 support, clearly this is a great card, because it's 4 of any energy when attached to a Stage 2, just so long as you've got 2 other Stage 2s out. Although, to be fair, just attached to a Stage 2, it's a Rainbow Energy where you don't take the damage counter. So it's still a useful card. Problem is, it's difficult. Even in Gardevoir decks, you've got to have 3 Gardevoir out. It's an amazing, amazing card when you can use it. It's just not going to be that many times you can use it. And the last one I think is going to see a lot of play, and this is really going to be flicking in and out of the format as we go along here. Counter Energy. Counter Energy is amazing. You're behind on prizes, you attach it to a non-EX, non-GX, it's any 2 energy. The upcoming Victini Prism Star is going to be great with this. The upcoming Victini non-Prism Star is going to be great with this. Links to those in the description. Now, admittedly, we are losing Sudowoodo, that was great with this, and we are losing Cobalion, which was great with this, but there's plenty of other Pokemon which are going to be fun to use with this. Maybe Shaman from Shining Legends as an example, or Keldeo from Shining Legends as an example. We are going to keep getting basic non-GXs that attack for 2 energy, and in any of those decks, or with any of those Pokemon, it's going to be great. Heck, Tapu Lele, much hyped, didn't see much love. That one can use Counter Energy. So I see Counter Energy as one of these cards which is just going to keep flicking in and out. It's not going to be amazing in every single deck, but I think it's going to come around often enough that we need to take heed of it. So there's going to be some good ones out there. I mean, if we just look at the top deck / attackers in the format, Buzzwole is going to be needing Beast Energy. Zoroark is going to be needing double colorless energy. Gardevoir is going to be needing double colorless energy. Malamar specifically doesn't play it, but then again, we've got all the Kecleon now, which make use of unit energy. So actually, maybe we're going to be seeing some unit energy love with Kecleon and Malamar. I don't know, but it's an option. It's something that might be running around there. Though it's safe to say that Rayquaza decks will not be playing special energy. Maybe in the Beast Ring variant, they'll play a single Beast Energy, but even then, it doesn't add to Rayquaza's damage output, so I don't know how much I can encourage using it. There are a couple of ways around this, of course. Gardevoir can take 10 cards from your discard pile and shuffle them back into your deck. That is really not going to care about getting the energy discarded. You can get it back. Similarly, if anybody out there still playing Decidueye, they can do a very similar thing with Hollow Hunt. There are going to be some decks that have got specific options. But outside of those decks, an Enhanced Hammer means that energy's not coming back. Remember Lost Remover? Some people do. That was great because it took special energy off the field into the Lost Zone, from which they would not come back. Lost Hammer I meant to say enhanced hammer there, but actually it basically lost hammer now. The fact of the matter is, you can't recover these cards. They're going to be played in many decks, and let's go back to Macargo here. Macargo is a card which I assume is going to be played in a whole bunch of different decks. It lets you search your deck for any one card and put it on top of your deck. It means you can play 1 or 2 copies of Enhanced Hammer and feel pretty confident that you're going to have them at the right time. This isn't like Puzzle of Time, which incidentally cannot be used to reuse Enhanced Hammer, whereby you can get it, but after it's hit the discard. No. This isn't even Zoroark, where you're like, I'm going to trade 3 or 4 times. I'm bound to draw into it. This is a 100% guaranteed. If you can draw 1 card, it's going to be Enhanced Hammer. I expect Enhanced Hammer to see a lot more play post-rotation, because the majority of good decks want to play Special Energy, because Prism Star Energies are coming around and are 1 per deck, because there's no good way to recover them, and because Macargo makes it super easy to search it out. Heck, I could be wrong, but I think post-rotation 1 or 2 Enhanced Hammer is going to be a great teching option that a lot of people are going to choose to go for. But if you disagree with me, ladies and gentlemen, great news. There's a comment section. So do tell me your thoughts about this in the comment section. Go nuts, but remember the rule. Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at waaaaaay, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all of that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.